everybody. JP2. That's me here on my single-player survival Minecraft game. Look what I found. Found this weird room in the stronghold where you can store things and you can put things on these item shelves or whatever these things, item racks. Yeah, look at this. Pretty cool, huh? Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. It's in my normal room. It's just downstairs. I was originally trying to relocate my bed because I hated whenever I stepped over this that I would kind of like dip down. And I thought, oh, I'll put my bed down here. Well, guess what? There's no bed anywhere. There's no bed anywhere. Just wanted to be able to store all of my unique armor pieces and their own thing. Of course, there's the Sword of the Daywalker. But if you look over to the right here, yeah, I died. I died. I lost 35 millimeters, so I'm using this kind of cheap power bow too. The iron sword I lost my my diamond pickaxe. Oh, I lost it. Ugh. I lost it, and yeah, it's gone. Basically, I was digging through the nether. I was trying to make a nether portal to the end room, and I got burnt to a crisp. But I think we're good to go for an adventure today. We're going to go caving. Oh, we're going to travel at night, too. Oh, we're just going across here. But I do want to say hello to a few people, a few of my new subscribers. Hello to Jerry Hubbard, Confessing Sins, and Toxic Games Org. Thanks so much for watching. So yeah, I kind of got in trouble there, which is my bad. My bad. Oh, this is not spawned in. Yeah, that was bad. So basically what I was doing was I was digging, and you'll see that tunnel because I'm going to talk and walk here at the same time. But yeah, lava came in and I just was not ready for it. I just did not think that I was going to run into any lava. See ya! They do not like that at all. That's fine. That's fine. Only so many of them are aggro, like those guys. They're pretty angry at the moment, but that's fine. We're protected for the most part. But yeah, we're going to go caving today. Is anybody coming after me? Yeah, whatever. Some of them do get in here. This is half slabs here. Pretty sure they shouldn't be able to spawn in, but they do spawn in this location down here and then eventually make their way down. I'm pretty sure that's how that works, unless they can spawn on half slabs and I'm not using the right ones. I don't know for sure. But yeah, this is the one we got that goes to spawn, and then this is where I was digging. As a matter of fact, I don't think I was digging this tunnel because I had some quartz over on this side. I thought maybe I was digging into that and it got me, but it didn't because I did that later. I was basically just digging this tunnel here that gets us to the end portal. So I got these stairs that go down. I don't even really think you have to worry about your vertical coordinate, but basically to the stronghold into the end portal. That's where this takes us. I did this all off camera because it's just not very entertaining. Could have done it during a live stream, but I've just been busy. So I've dug out most of this. I've reconfigured this a little bit so like we can't get into the lava up here. I made these stairs shorter. I went ahead and plugged in all of these bad mama gemmas that I had access to. We just need 2 more. Don't forget we started with 1. But we can make 2 more. That is not today's episode. I'm sorry. You'll have to stay tuned. That will probably be the next episode I record. Because I just am not feeling, especially after losing my like really nice infinity bow and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm not ready for that. Kind of put my banner up. I love that banner so much. It just looks like it belongs in the game. Let's see. I dug out all these bookshelves and I got just the books. I didn't silk touch them or anything because I didn't feel like that was necessary. And then if you go up these stairs here, this is the original way that I figured. Oh no, this isn't the original way. This is the way that I came up. Again, banner there. I want to say the original place I came in was over here. Let's go take a look real quick. Yeah, I think it's in this general vicinity somewhere over by this water. At least I thought it was. Maybe not. Oh well. But it's, I know you can look at last episode. I came in roughly around this area. But I did this one big enough to where you could see it and all that. But we did find that mine shaft, and that's what I wanted to discover. I want to go exploring in that today. Let's just go ahead and eat this. We got all that other food. But yes, I died. So, automatic regen is turned off. And I think I'm still sticking with when I get to 10 deaths. How did he spawn in? That's all well lit up. Don't you... Oh, silverfish. Oh, fantastic. That is the creeper's dark secret, is they get to do that. That's annoying. This was not a part of today's programming. And this looks awful. Wow. I'm sorry. That wasn't supposed to be like that. But I've blocked all the places off where we don't need to go. I've got a spawner thing that is over here. There was nothing really exciting up in this chest. Of course, keep in mind you come up here and you get all sorts of stuff. I think this was, you know, this was intended to help people out, I think, early in the game if they found the stronghold. But I'm not going to worry about it. It's kind of like a mob farm. Things are obviously still spawning in places. Are these guys underneath me? I hope they're just not going to come get me. That's stupid. I'm not even going to worry about that. I'm not going to even worry about it. There we go. I'm going to stick to the original agenda. But basically, if you follow the dirt blocks, that takes you to the end portal. And if you follow the cobblestone, it takes you to the mine shaft. Or, of course, it takes you to this library, which I just figured out got burnt to a crisp by the lava. Yeah, because we have the chest up there, then we had a chest there, and then, of course, we have that little bit of a cave there with a creeper that really wants to get up in my business, but you know what? He shouldn't be able to. Haha, sucker. But this is the mine shaft that we will explore today, and hopefully explore it so well that they'll be writing stories about us for years and years, because that's just how they do things, right? So I kind of lit this up just preliminary, in a preliminary fashion. Oh, good. Just check this around here. I never like leaving those open because you just never know when something creepy is going to pop out. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Ooh, diamonds. Very good. Very good. And I'm hoping to find a lot of tracks, because now that I think about it, that's how we need to do our little tour bus. So this is good now, so we'll close that off. And this is good as well. Go ahead and put all this down. So this is closed for business. What about this? Let's just, gosh, if I keep going at this rate. I hate those intersections, because sometimes you just don't know what's around the corner. You could easily just get exploded. Exploded. Oh, good. Tracks. But yeah, we need our tracks for our, you know, tour guide bus thing. I don't know what to call it. I'll have to eventually take care of that. Close that off. Come all the way over here. Oh, good lapis. I've been using a little bit of lapis just because I've been needing to enchant a few things. Obviously, when you lose everything, you gotta enchant. Okay, so we're good there. We're good here. We can close that one off. What about this? Ooh, this is a whole nother run. There's water over there. I'm not so sure about that just yet. We'll just hopefully remember that. That one's all blocked off. Oh, that's where the bad guys are. Of course, the water's helping us in this situation. And so are the spider webs. Thank you, spider webs. Oh, good. Underground grass. Nothing better. It's so weird when you see that. I hear them, but I do not see them. Let's light this up. Oh, there's a skeleton. I don't know if you saw that over in the corner. But traditionally, if we do... Oh, gosh. If we do caving episodes, we answer questions. So let's answer some random questions today. First off, this is a big question in my opinion. It says, who was better? The Beatles or Elvis? Ooh, tough question. That's a tough but good question. Artistically, the Beatles. I can't argue that. Entertainment-wise, Elvis. I mean, they're both still pretty big to this day. But if you've ever been to Graceland, you'll see how beloved Elvis was and still is to this day. And that's not to say the Beatles aren't to any magnitude, but give me a break. I mean, that's just personal preference. Like I've got a friend who really likes the Beatles, and I get it. And, you know, I think a lot of people were disappointed when they broke up, but you know what? They kind of went out on top. Not quite as on top as they could have, in my opinion. But, you know, certainly to where, you know, most of them could have decent careers after the fact. I mean, of course, we lost John Lennon. We've lost George Harrison since then as well. But everybody pretty much had decent careers after that. It was not like, you know, well, Ringo, I guess. Ringo just sort of has had a decent career. And so, you know, I don't want to throw either one under the bus. I like both for different reasons, but I just prefer Elvis. I just prefer his music. I prefer the gifts that he's left us. There we go. Again, you could literally say the exact same statements for both. So it just comes down to personal preference. And that's what that question's all about. One of my favorite Elvis songs is one of his most, simple songs, which is Kentucky Rain. I love that song. I've always had an idea for a music video for that song. And I still have hope that one day I'll be able to film it. Even if it's just a little pet project. Even if it's not something I get paid for. I've always had this idea for a music video for that. Just this very simple and romantic video. So, again, to answer the question, I say, let's get my coordinates real quick. Even though I kind of already know how to get back here, which is good. Although I don't have a bed. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. Let's get to a safe place and set a bed. Because I don't want to have to come back here. Whew, glad I didn't get hurt there. We'll have to also get some more coal. Luckily, we haven't gone very far into this yet, because it's a pretty big one from what it seems like already. Yeah, we'll set a bed over here. Right over here. I brought one just in case. We'll also go ahead and put a chest down. Oh yeah, because again, playing it smart. Let's get rid of all the good juicy stuff. Oh good, we have coal, so we'll be able to build ourselves a crafting table just because you never know, although obviously you don't need to do that. You know, like In the Ghetto, another great song. I could do the same thing for the Beatles, but again, personal preference. That's what it's coming down to right now. And of course, you know, I didn't grow up during either. I mean, I grew up actually with more of the Beatles being around than I did Elvis. So that's also another interesting kind of conundrum there. So if you think differently, let me know why. I mean, I wouldn't blame you probably one way or the other. That sword's probably not going to last very much longer either, which is no bueno. Is this the right way? Yeah. But that, I could spend a whole episode talking about both of those groups. But again, personal preference. That's what I choose. I choose you, Elvis. Let's see. Next question. Do you have a Swiss Army knife? You know what? I do. I also have something that I think is better which is a Leatherman. My wife bought it for me. I've mentioned that before. She got it for me for my birthday, and we are planning on getting it engraved, as a matter of fact. We just haven't gone through that process yet. So we're going to go ahead and just... This is overkill, but I'm closing it off on all angles. Wow, this is weird. It pretty much just means that there's something above on that other side. Spider. So I have found a lot of emeralds since the last video and stuff, so I've got those in storage. I actually silk touched those, which is rather convenient. But yes, I love my Leatherman. It's come in handy. The only thing I will say about that the Leatherman that I don't necessarily like over a Swiss Army knife is that the Leatherman is super heavy. That's my only real big complaint about it. It's just really heavy. There's a little thing that you can wear on your side, but it just kind of weighs you down a little bit. Man, this is big. Da-na-na-na-na-na. That's always a risk. Close that off. But very, very handy if you're ever camping, or if you're just working on a car, or if you just need to quickly chop something up or work with something. Again, comes in handy quite a bit. Ooh, gold. Good. Let's get that. Thank you very much. Let's see, what else can I... What other questions do we have? I got 15 questions, but I still have a... I'll worry about those later. Got a long, long list of questions, just in case. Do I talk to myself? Well, technically, I do. Also, if you include me recording videos, some people would say that it also is you talking to yourself. But I'd like to think that I'm talking not at you guys, but with you guys to a certain extent, which is always an interesting argument. I do get that habit, though. I get it from my dad. He's a mumbler. I kind of grew up watching him mumble to himself. And so that's always been kind of interesting. How far down are we? 35. Okay, so we're getting into diamond territory. Just a little bit. Hopefully we can find our way back home. But yes, my dad mumbles, and I am following very close in his footsteps. I know it drives my wife a little bit crazy, because a lot of times she'll say, huh? And I'll be like, I'm not talking to you. Oh, wow. Does this really come out to a ravine? That's awesome. Let's get those coordinates. Good to know. Oh, let's just shoot this guy. Let's play it safe. Man, he did notice me as soon as I backed up, didn't he? Make sure no one's behind me. Whoa! Out of nowhere. He was hiding up in that little thing right there. Clever girl. Oh, I should probably eat. But yeah, I definitely do talk to myself. And it actually kind of have to talk to yourself, because I work in radio. So you kind of have to talk to yourself anyways. So that kind of whole thing, my dad kind of... He didn't like tell me like, oh, son, you should talk to yourself. It's just something that I do. And so when you're talking in an empty studio and you got an open microphone, man, this is going to freak me out if I don't get rid of it. Sorry, grass. I will say that has come in handy in certain situations when you kind of have to act. They always tell you when you work in radio, or, if you're recording something, like think about you talking to somebody you know. That's kind of the teaching tool they always, tell people about. And it's like, okay. And then you either get it or you don't. And honestly, most of the time, people don't. Like, people don't usually catch on to that as much as you wish they would, especially during some of the training sessions that I've been in with other people. It's just... Either it makes sense to you to do it or it doesn't. And a lot of times you just can't teach people that. Oh, good. Another one. Diamonds. Yes. I like it. I like finding caves. Ooh, I ran out of... Gotta get coal. Oops. Keep our eye on all these. Wonder how many tracks I'm in. Because we need quite a few... Oops, we need quite a few tracks, actually. Because we're going to have to go all around our home, our base. I don't even know what to call it anymore. Let's close that off. Oh, good. It's just going to wash out everything else. Oh, man. I am getting myself into a bad situation. Man, water is brutal. Let's go find some coal. Yeah, it's like it's just going to keep... Gosh dang. It's just going to keep trying to get you. That water is always trying to get you. Oh, don't even remember where I saw coal. Now I'm getting myself lost. That's definitely not the end of this hallway. Let's just go ahead and close all this off. Double means it's closed. Single means it's opened. Oh, I guess we could just do that. Let's go back this way. Have I ever licked a battery is the next question. I have. And it is not fun. It is fun when you're, young and stupid. But it is not fun when you are an adult and you somehow get dared to do it. I've had that happen. We used to lick D batteries. I mean, that was the other way too. Like growing up, like in sort of the age of the electronic boom, I guess, where toys and everything pretty much had batteries. And that's not to say they didn't make, toys with batteries and stuff. I just feel like, my generation, I'm 31 now, had just everything had to have a battery in order for it to make any sense. And so, if we run out of wood, we know where to find it. That's the other thing. And so, yeah, we used to lick our D batteries, the square ones. That was just how we were taught to do it. And so, oh, yeah, there, you get that little electrical shock, that static face, and you're like, oh, yeah, it's working. It's working. That was always fun. So, yes, I have licked many a battery. Some on dares, some just because you gotta lick your battery to make sure. It sounds like a euphemism. You just gotta lick your battery to see if it makes any sense. Probably gonna be another long episode, which I am totally fine with. I'm actually recording all of these videos way ahead of time. Okay, so this is where that comes back around too. And I'm okay with that. Interesting. Oh, it's amazing how these just loop around into each other. Gotcha. Just waiting for a creeper to... Boom! Right in my face. Okay, so this is where that water went. Have I ever had any brushes with the law is the next question. I have... but I've never been arrested. Because when the law gets involved in a situation, it is always best just to be honest and provide as much information as you can. And so whether that's me getting in trouble at a party or just getting pulled over, that kind of thing, despite never getting out of a... Oh, there's a spawner right there. Never getting out of a ticket, it's always just been best to be honest. Like, you get pulled over for speeding, do you know how fast you were going? Don't ever, just, it's always best just to say yes. Like, I do, and give an honest reason why. There's no reason to lie. I guess I have fibbed about it in the past, and I've never gotten out of a ticket because of that. I mean, either because they didn't believe me or just because, well, it wasn't a good enough excuse. Oh, good. There's that guy. Oh, gosh. I hope he comes out to where I can see him again. He's not going to just pop out of nowhere like that. Is that the same guy? Wow, didn't mean to place the block. Well, let's just go this way. But, you know, and again, at parties where the police show up because you're either being too loud or too rowdy, or you're just making your neighbors mad. Oh, there he is. Gosh, dang it. Always best to be honest with the police. Just be like, yeah, we were being loud. We understand. We'll be quiet. Sorry for the inconvenience. We, you know, either shut down the party or, you know, find a way to make it quieter. Because, you know, I have enough friends that are cops now to where I know all the ins and outs, and generally they all say, you know, if you're cool, we're going to be cool. And that doesn't mean you're not going to run into a cop that's, you know, not a jerk. I mean, those exist just like they do anywhere else. Any other job, you're going to run into somebody who's completely, you know, full of themselves, or they think they're the greatest. That's not, you know, that's not to give cops a bad rap. They go out there, they put their lives on the line. You know, they try to keep us safe. They do more good than bad. So if you ever run into a cop, you know, and they're doing good, they're not hassling you to be hassling you, you know, shake their hand. Thank them for the, I mean, because they're not only, you know, putting their lives on the line, they're really sacrificing kind of their families a little bit too. I mean, just the hours they work. I've got a friend who works the graveyard shift here in town. I mean, and he's got, oh gosh, we're going to get hurt. Oh, maybe not. He's got 3 little girls. He's trying to get out of it just because he's got a bad back. He's a younger guy. He's a little bit older than I am. But he wants to, he eventually wants to run his own business, and that's, I don't blame him. He's a smart dude. Again, not to say cops aren't smart, because some cops have a pretty good head on their shoulders to get in and out of situations, or, you know, just be on the top of their game. But he definitely has other things that he could be helping, you know, for his family and for society's sake. He's put in his time. He's ready to get out, and I don't blame him. And I respect him for that. I think he's done a lot of good for our community. So his name is Kyle. Oh, see, that's why you don't spend very long in those intersections. Okay, I'm not going to do this. 3, got him. Shoo. Sometimes you worry with that last hit if you're going to get it before he explodes. I think a lot of people do one of these things before they need to. Just keep swinging. Oh, good. Could use some more iron, too. We're definitely getting a lot of carts, so we're not going to have a minecart shortage anytime soon. And the same goes for any military personnel you run into. If you run into anybody in the military, shake their hand. I mean, again, if they've never seen combat, that doesn't mean that they're not sacrificing a lot of their time, either, you know, their own personal time or time away from their families. My dad was in the Marine Corps. I didn't grow up around him a lot. Let's just say that. Like, he was on leave quite a bit, and I'm fine because of that. I mean, I know there's a lot of other, oh, dang it, there's some families out there that, you know, would be a little bit better off with a dad around, but I turned out okay. My mom has a lot to do with that. She raised us right. I'm hearing a skeleton. I'm trying to be a little bit more personal with some of these questions, because I'm sure you guys would like to get to know me a little bit better, and I'd like to get to know you. So, you know, again, if there's a topic that gets brought up and you want to share your thoughts, by all means, get in on the conversation. I'd like to hear from you guys. Let's see, what other questions do we have today? Let me get rid of this stuff, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Let's get this, y'all. Let's see, would I ever go on Big Brother? I used to think I would. But now I don't think so. I used to watch that show a lot, Of course, when they, if I'm not mistaken, it was originally a British TV show. Oh, dang. He's making up for all those other people that didn't get a good shot on me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Don't like being out in the open. Too many unknowns from above and whatnot. But I think now, oh gosh, now that I'm older, I don't think I would. Yep, you should just go ahead and blow up. Just go ahead and blow up each other. Wow, I don't know if I took any damage on that. That was a big ol' explosion. With very little blocks left over. It's weird. Huh. Oh wow, and that comes... Yeah, it comes back over to here. Huh. I don't know if we've explored all this, though. Have we? Doesn't feel like we have. Doesn't feel like we have. Okay. I think we left that open. I haven't I watched a little bit of this season's US version of Big Brother, but I haven't really kept up with it for a few years. But it was always one of those game shows, if you can use that term loosely, that I enjoyed watching. And I always thought, man, I'd be so good at this game. I always thought I'd one day go on like Road Rules, and then of course they got rid of that. Now it's like the Challenge or whatever. But that was always one of the shows that I enjoyed watching growing up. Oh, good. I'm glad I came up and over this. This does continue. Somewhat. And nothing. Nothing. But yeah, I enjoy the show to a certain extent. I think it's kind of gotten a little silly. I think it started really gaining popularity at the right time, just because of the fact that you can now go online and watch them basically 24/7. You can actually pay to do that, which is weird. It's not really my cup of tea, but it just makes sense for fans of the show that if they really want to get involved, that is pretty much how you can get on board. All right, let's come back over here, because I know, yeah, it's like I know there was another one this way. Okay, lots of tracks. That's good. Just have to find those as I come back around. Let me back myself into a corner. Make a few more of these. And it's way more torches than I'll ever need. Probably not. You always think that, but that's never the case. Ah, yes. Let's go ahead and lay that down. Get this gravel up here. Although this is another one of those cases where that water's going to try to find its way however it can. Get up there. Get up there. There we go. Oh, this is all sorts of flooded. Just no good. How do we get up here and not get stuck? There we go. I think we're just going to end up getting stuck. I cannot do this and talk at the same time. But if you've ever played, I think it's... What's that game you play with other people? Is it called Mafia? Where basically you all close your eyes and then someone like walks around and touches people on the head, like pats them on the head, and then those people are, you know, the bad guys or whatever. And I mean, I used to be so good at that game. We actually used to play it in my acting class, of all places, in college. It was a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure I won like a good majority of the time. But it's kind of like that, you know. There's other different names for that game, I'm pretty sure. But I think we used to call it Mafia. And it's a lot like Big Brother. Actually, The Mole. There was another show on CBS that I actually prefer. It was a lot like Mafia. And I always, like, if The Mole ever came back, they tried to do like a celebrity edition It was actually hosted by Anderson Cooper for the whole time. Both the regular and the celebrity version. I always thought if that show came back that I would try to go for it, because man, that show is so good. It was around the same time, so it was like The Mole, Amazing Race, Survivor. It just something had to give, and one of those shows did not make the cut. And I actually think it's funnier with celebrities anyways. I wish they just continued that with celebrities. Some other network would pick up the rights to it. Like, heck, even like MTV could pick it up. Because aren't CBS and MTV pretty much the same big company? Viacom. I always thought it would be cool to see celebrities playing that game. Anyways, I'm going to get off that topic because I've been maybe talking about it a little too much. You know what? I don't think we've explored everything. Or have we? Maybe we have. Let's see. Let's answer a few more questions. We're getting close to the 40-minute mark. A lot of single edits. Sometimes I'm proud of that, and sometimes I'm not. Whoa. Was that a glitch, or did I... Okay, yeah, I guess it was a chunk glitch, which you don't get very often. Let's see. Do you prefer sunrises or sunsets? Sunsets, actually. I think maybe I've answered this question before. I feel like it's familiar, but maybe not. Let's go ahead and just put that in there. Be safe. Huh. Well, we've certainly been through this already. Let's just go back out this way. How big is my house? I have a townhouse we rent, and it's about 1,400. It's just under 1,400 square feet. And I like it a lot. Quite a bit, actually. My wife would prefer to move. I'm just not ready yet. I think she's actually vacuuming. I've got the window open, but I think I can hear her vacuuming. Oh, excellent. We did make our way back to her. So, yeah, cool. Man, we got a lot of stuff. Let's see. Have you ever met any celebrities? I have, and I'm actually going to save that for another day because I have met quite a few celebrities through our local university cinema. As a matter of fact, they have given me so many opportunities to meet celebrities, and I've met a few celebrities even before that. But again, I'll save those stories for another day. I could pretty much, again, use that another whole episode to talk about that. But yeah, I've been very, very blessed and humbled in many different ways. So this goes down this way too. I just want to kind of show you guys how big this stronghold is. We could go caving from here, actually. That was another thought I had, but I remember getting that mine shaft. And then it comes down this way too. So here's the waterfall that you sometimes run into. And then this is just kind of open. It's always funny when strongholds don't quite fit in the spaces they're supposed to. You know, like these don't make any sense to me. One last question. How many pillows do I sleep with? Usually one, and then I usually have to hug another. Like I usually have to have it under my arm. I usually sleep on my stomach. A lot of times when my wife's like, why can't you cuddle with me if you're holding on to a pillow? And it's just like, there's a difference. I'm sorry. But there's a big old difference. But I think, yeah, again, those are just kind of, I mean, I've pulled that list. I think there's like 800 questions. Randomly found it online. Still no idea where exactly I found it. But if you have any questions for me you'd like me to answer in a future episode, by all means, let me know. And you know what? I'm leaving all of that stuff behind, aren't I? I should probably take it back with me. That would probably be the best thing to do, Jason. Yeah. Dummy. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them in a future episode. If you're new to the channel, have not subscribed, if you want to see more of me rambling and moping around in this world of mine, the single-player world, by all means do the little subscription thingy. And leave those likes. That definitely helps me know that not only are you watching, but you're also enjoying what you're seeing in these episodes. So, until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games. And I'll be seeing you.